All right. Well, hola, hola. We're waiting for a few more people to jump on here. Let me just say welcome back. I feel like about half of you I had first semester, and maybe about half of you I did not. So if I do not know you, yo soy Senora Silverly, and welcome to Spanish class. So first thing I'm going to ask you to do is turn your camera on. We're going to start strong here. So I appreciate the I don't know, 7 or 8 of you that are already on. And if not, I'm going to wait until you turn your camera on. And if there is a huge problem with that, then you'll have to let me know. Otherwise, we are going to work hard to get in a better habit of having cameras on. As you know, from first semester, we have all learned things, and I have learned that I need your camera on. Unless there's a serious problem, then you can let me know. I've got somebody telling me right now, and I'll look at that in a minute. But otherwise, I just, like I said, we've all learned things, and it seems like people do better when their camera's on because they're here and I can see you and there's some accountability and it helps you focus and there's less chance that you're asleep or you're not there or you're on your phone or you're watching TV if I can see you. All right. So if you weren't prepared for that today and you didn't do your hair, you didn't get dressed or blah, 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 now you know for tomorrow. So here's what I'll do for you today. I won't make a big point if I'm looking at your ceiling, like I am a few of you. But tomorrow I will. So tomorrow I want your face fully in view. But today, if I get a little ceiling action like that, I won't say anything as long as your camera's on. Even if I get this one is not great either. Look, when people talk, but I can only see that much of their head. Not what we're going for either. I want full face by tomorrow. All right. So for today, if you can at least get it on, and if there's a problem, like I said, I know I got 2 people have already reached out in the chat. Let me know. If it's broken, it's broken. If there's something going on in your background or whatever, I get it. Okay. So, Caleb, Amani, thanks for reaching out. And let's see if we can get that different for tomorrow. And then you can check in with me again. So, Zoe, okay, thanks for letting me know. And I think the only person I'm maybe Foster, let me know or get your camera on, please. And we'll go from there. Great, gracias. All right. And then there's one more. So, again, if you're just joining us, I was just emphasizing the importance of having your camera on. You'll notice that pretty much everybody's on. If there's a problem, let me know. We are going to start strong with cameras on because I think people do better. So, first of all, welcome back. Like I said, some of you I know, and a few of you I do not know. But regardless, I'm glad you're here. Glad you passed first semester. And we're going to just kind of spend today just getting things set up and making sure you kind of know what to expect. So, again, what I want to do is just kind of show you some overview of things and really just hopefully set you up for success. I know for some of you, you did great last semester. For some of you, you did okay last semester. For some of you, it did not go well, although you're here. So that's good. You at least passed Spanish. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. So hopefully we can, knowing what we know now about virtual and how it works, my goal is to try to make it better, try to make it easier, try to get you to start off better if you didn't start off great last semester. Right. So the number one thing that I heard people tell me last semester that was hard was every teacher sets their class up differently. And that is true. I think it's easier if you're in someone's classroom to figure out what they're doing than if you're on the computer. So I just want to take 5 minutes here to show you my Canvas page, where you look for things, where things are. Some of this is the same if you had me first semester, and there are a few things that are different if you had me first semester. So I want everybody to pay attention. I'm going to just share my screen here and point out some things that you should be aware of. All right. So all you have to do is just kind of look with me. You don't have to pull up your own right now. Just look with what I have shared with you. Okay. So first off, I need you to understand that even though this says period 1, if you notice that, it is all of my Spanish 2 classes. They are combining them differently this semester. And for whatever reason, I had to pick a class to put on the top, and it's period 1. So please don't let that throw you off. You're just really looking at the Spanish 2 con Senora Silverly. All right. So that's the same like general lesson plan for all of my classes. All right, so I try my best to keep up with current schedules. Here's the one for today. Obviously, it's almost done now, so it probably doesn't do you any good. But if we do have a weird schedule for a day, I always try to put it here so that you have access to it. Okay. This next part is just welcoming you to Spanish class and basically saying, I want you to have a positive experience this semester. Okay. Whether last semester was awesome or so-so or not great, all I want is for this to be as good as it can be. I know things are weird. I know things are hard. Some of you love virtual, some of you hate it. But whatever it is, we all kind of know what it is now. So you just have to like be in touch with me. If you can't figure something out, you need to let me know. If you're having a problem with something, you need to let me know. If you can't find something, you need to let me know. If there's a problem at home, you need to let me know. If you do that, I am a super reasonable and super flexible person and I will work with you. So don't dig yourself into a hole. Let me know. If there is some reason that you are not able to do things or things are not working for you or what you need, you just have to tell me. All right. So use Canvas Messenger, send me a message anytime or an email, and I will do my best to work with you and figure out what we can do to make your life easier, better, etc. Okay. But you got to tell me. That's really hard because I don't see you every day. If I see you and you come in here and I can chat with you, it's a lot easier to see if things are going well or not well. So you got to do that. Keep in touch with me as needed. The live lesson button, obviously everybody found okay, because otherwise you wouldn't be here. So that's there. All right, here, let me go through these couple things here. Supplies suggested while we're virtual is a notebook, just for Spanish class. If you can keep things separate, that seems to help. I know organization is tough when you're at home and when you're working on the computer. So if you have at least a place to jot down Spanish stuff, that might be helpful to you. If not, just have paper. And then a folder. If you can print things off, I constantly am saying, if you can print it, go print it. And if you can't, then you have to put it in like an online folder. But if you are able to print things, get yourself a folder so you can keep your Spanish things together. If you are coming in for hybrid at some point, I will print some notes off for you. So have a folder if you either have a printer or you know that you are going to come in for hybrid at some point. All right. Daily lessons can be found on the current lesson button above on the right. All right. So right here, look, everybody look real quick. Current lesson button. I do that every day. Okay. So every morning I will update that. You will click on it and you can see what we're doing today. Okay. It's kind of an agenda, but there's also like links on it, or there's in-class activities, or there's homework, or there's videos. There could be anything here. So you want to check this every day. All right. If you miss class for whatever reason, if it's before the next day, just go ahead, like I said, go back to the home screen, click on the current lesson, and you can see what we have done. All right. Now it says previous lessons are listed by date under assignment tab. All right. So here's the assignments. You can always click on assignments and look, anything we've done so far will be here. You can look it up by date. So if you missed January 4th class, click on it and you'll see what we did on January 4th. All right. I try to keep it as like consistent as possible. Eventually you might see a few assignments here because sometimes I do have you turn things in on Canvas. So you would see those mixed in. You can tell the difference because those are worth points and this is not worth points. This is just like your daily lesson. Okay. Let's see. So YouTube links, I am currently recording this and I will put it under YouTube link at the end of the day. And you can always go back and look for a day if you missed something. And then class resources button has all of your class notes. So up here, right, this is the current lesson. This is today's. This is how you get on. Class resources, there's nothing there yet. But once we start taking notes, I will dump them in there. And you can always go back and look for any notes on any grammar topic right there. So that will be a useful button to you. So basically these three and assignments, and maybe some quizzes, because sometimes I do those for practice, but that's it. So those are really the only buttons you can expect to use in here on a regular basis. All right, let's look at the schedule. Want to make sure we're clear about this because I feel like half of you guys have known this today and half of you have not. So everybody look up here. This is going to be different starting tomorrow. This is your Tuesday through Friday schedule. Okay, it doesn't look that different than it did before break, except for it says Tuesday through Friday. Well, what about Monday? Okay, Mondays are going to be different for the, I don't know, for the future. All right, Mondays, there will be no live lessons. I'm going to say that again. because for some of you, this is new information. Mondays, there will be no live lessons. Okay. Monday is going to be like every Monday is going to be like an e-learning day. Okay. So what that means is your teachers will post assignments. You can go to them anytime during the day and you can complete your assignment. It also is a nice chance for you to catch up on stuff. It's also a nice chance for you not to be on Zoom every single day. Okay. And then it allows us time to go back and like try to make our lessons on virtual better, right? And to collaborate and do some professional development. So for the foreseeable future, I don't know anything different than these are Tuesday through Friday plans. All right. You'll notice there's still this teacher support time in the middle of the day. Please use it. If you don't understand something, all of your teachers should be available from that 10:30 to 11 slot. All right. If you don't need it, then it's a nice little break in the middle of the day or get your work done or whatever. Okay, so that's kind of my homepage. Let me stop. I think I've got a couple questions, so let me just stop and see what we got. All right, this is all classes, Caleb, all classes. Casey, it looks like you answered your own question, right? Yeah, so this is all classes. On Mondays will not have a live aspect to them unless that changes at some point, but for now, it is not. Okay, so I assume like on sometime this week or by Friday, you'll get another email or you'll get something in Parent Square. Your parents will get something kind of just re-explaining that. Okay. All right. So let me show you where we're at now and what I want you to do. So if you want to either just look with me or I'm just going to click on current lesson. It says, hola, we did that. I welcomed you back. I talked about your expectations and having your camera on. We did an overview of Canvas page and how to find things. So we are ready for number 4. Ready? Here's your job. You got 2 minutes. Find something that represents your break to share with us. Okay. It's like we're going to do a little show and tell here. All right. Find something that represents your break to share with us. All right, you got 2 minutes to go find something. That's the benefit of being at home. Go find something, your favorite thing, your most interesting thing, the thing that represents your break. We're gonna do a quick little show and tell. All right, ready, set, go. What you're doing, then you can always stick around and ask a question or ask for help. All right. So let me show you what I want you to do for me. Last thing for the day. It is under just your current lesson again. So I'll show you how to find that one more time in case you forget. So just from the homepage, you're going to hit this current lesson button and you'll see Tarea, that's your homework. It says complete this Nearpod about you. So it's very straightforward. It's, I think, 8 questions. It says you can answer them in English. Half the questions are just like fun, me get to know you questions. And then there are a couple questions about like, how did last semester go? What was good? What was not good? What can we do differently? You know, what goals do you have if things were to not great? I want us to hopefully work together to start off on, you know, a solid footing. So this is where you need to click and please put in your first and last name so I can find you there. And I think that's it. So now I will say, if you are good to go and you see the Nearpod and you know how to do it, I will say hasta luego, have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. And if you're having any trouble or you have a question, just stick around. Okay. Otherwise, nice to meet you. Nice to see you. And hasta luego. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Thanks, Caleb. All right. Bye, guys. Hasta luego.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Vanessa, any questions? Or are you just still there?